21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Roadrunners ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and there he goes! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. He's got the tight end. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Nice right there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He's up to 49 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Here's a heat. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To throw, it's McCown. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is...
Turning it on! Got the first down. Looking for more. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little extra time. Working that left side now. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. First play of the period, 1st down here. Tight end now in motion. The hand to the running back. Finds a little space. It's a running room. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Might as well stick with him. Turning on the Jets. Oh, out of space. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's McCown. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got some room, it was over.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to throw, it's McCown. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze. He got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive firing. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Roadrunners want to move quickly. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Touchdown, Roadrunners! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bussey. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. No. Going, the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Hey guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Aggie. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
Bringing it out. And the ball comes out. Oh, inviting disaster. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Roadrunners line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the ground, it's Henry. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 20. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the... And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback will keep it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position, and the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed and natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Reed. Steps away to find some room. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. A&M comes back out with another first down. Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now adjusting. Fires into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you after.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Dropping back, it's McCown. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Works the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And we'll start the 4th quarter by trying to boot a 3 through there. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Bring in the heat. Wiggles free. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. The play action fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to pass. It's Reed. That's caught. It's Concepcion. At the 45 on its way. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. With the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see.
He's going for the goal line. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And the Roadrunners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. So that penalty will give this offense a little boost. Here comes 2nd and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Donald. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Kick is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to pass, it's Zeno. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. With the clock running, this should be the final play. And they're still firing away even with this lead. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous.